It is rematch time here on the Cougar Baseball Network, as here in the regular season finale, the Gull Lake Blue Devils, roll into town for their regular season finale against the Catholic Central Cougars. Hello and welcome inside the broadcast booth. My name is Reagan Cleaves, and I'm happy to have you along with me as we get you set for this regular season finale between the Catholic Central Cougars and the Gull Lake Blue Devils. Taking a look at the Catholic Central roster here today as they try to improve and finish off their season with one last win. Right now they sit at 12-18, having come into today with a two-game losing streak against South Christian, where they lost the last two games of that series after winning the first game by a score of 5-4. They lost the third game back on Thursday against the against the Sailors, by a final score of 6-5 in a extra innings contest that afterwards they were kicking themselves. They had a couple of opportunities to not only seal up the contest but also come away with a win in the series against South Christian. And this is the one sport, baseball, that the Cougars will not have beaten South Christian in this season. They've beaten them in a lot of others. They beat them in football and soccer and a couple of other sports that are escaping my mind at the moment. But that loss gave South Christian the edge in that series with 2-1 against Catholic Central. But here they have a good opportunity today to finish off their regular season with a win against Gull Lake here today. They lost 15-9, and that score is a bit deceiving to these Blue Devils a couple of weeks ago, and it was a good game. It just got a little bit high scoring, got away from the pitchers a little bit, and we hope that Gull Lake and Catholic Central have a better game than they did last time against each other. And it should be a fun contest today for the Cougars. John Passano on the mound, who comes into today with a record of 2-5, so he's not that stellar. He's got the most losses as a pitcher on this Catholic Central squad out of 9 pitchers that have pitched this year. And John Passano also has an ERA of 2.80 and through 45 innings pitched, he's allowed 35 runs. And over the last couple of games, he's had a couple of shaky starts, but hopefully today he can turn that around against a struggling Blue Devils squad who's had a record of 11-19 this season, which is a little bit odd compared to the rest of their historical prowess as a high school squad. They've won they won a couple of state championships. They've been successful in the realm of baseball. And when they came into town about a week and a half ago for the Joe Godleski baseball tournament, they looked a little different than we expected. We expected that it would be a lot more of runaway wins for Gull Lake, but they couldn't get much done. I mean, they did beat Catholic Central 15-9, and they edged out a victory against East Grand Rapids, but it wasn't what we were expecting. We were expecting them to come in and get runs on the board very well and get a lot of them and shut down defensively, but they were unable to do so. We will step aside as that just about wraps up our pregame show here. We'll take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, it'll be the first pitch live from the Cat. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Runners, to your mark. Set.
Some may see a sprinter. At the NFHS, we see a future leader already off to the races. Some may see a volleyball player.
Good hit! Way to go, girls! Woo!
At the NFHS, we see a spike in confidence that will help her achieve her potential. What else do we see? Musicians learning to march to their own beat. We're the NFHS, the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and activities in America, helping today's teenagers develop the skills they need to become tomorrow's leaders. And we see it happening in communities across Michigan every single day. Learn more about the NFHS commitment to youth at nfhs.org. This message presented by the NFHS, the National Federation of State High School Associations.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Of our national anthem as we honor our country and the men and women who proudly defend it.
here inside the broadcast booth as we are just about set to go. The national anthem has wrapped up and players have been introduced on both sides, and the Cougars are on the field getting ready to defend here in the top of the first inning. Well, on the mound for Catholic Central, as we mentioned in that pregame show a couple of moments ago, it'll be John Passon on the mound, who's got a record of 2-5 with an ERA of 2.80 through 45 innings pitched. He's allowed 35 runs on 43 hits. 18 of those 35 runs have been earned, a lot of them coming on errors with a bit of a spotty infield behind him, because he is one of Catholic Central's stronger infielders, especially on the middle side of things. So when you take him out of the equation, it weakens the middle infield significantly, but we hope that the infield behind him today, which consists of Ben Passanaw, Andrew McCall, Luke Kuzner, and obviously Dom Schoenborn at first base, we hope that things can go a lot better for the defensive foursome behind John Passanaw here today. Takes his last couple of pitches down below us here at the CAD. We'll take a look at the Gull Lake lineup here for this afternoon's contest. Going down the batting order, it'll be Kofi Ladd-Oliver to lead things off, followed by Reed Knapp, Aiden Crowley, and then 4, 5, 6 heart of the order goes Matt Conkle, Brendan Lokes, and Danny Clancy. Finishing it off, it'll be Alec Krogel, Carson Lindau, and number 19, Evan Kaiser. It'll be Kofi Ladd-Oliver to lead things off here for Gull Lake. Unlike the last time they were here at the Kent, they are wearing their white uniforms today with blue arms. First pitch is on the outside half of the plate for a strike, and we are underway here from the Cat. First pitch time at 4:34. Now a line drive down the third base line and into left field. Kofi Ladd-Oliver's around first. He will get into second base. An error by Aiden Johnson. Had the ball go away from him. Now they'll have a play at the plate. Kofi Ladd-Oliver slipped going around third, and he'll have to stay there. So a double for Kofi Ladd-Oliver on a 0-1 pitch, and advancing on an E7. Puts a runner on third here on the top of the first with nobody out. It looked like for Aiden Johnson that slipped out of his hand out in left field and on the throw as he was trying to get it in, and now that'll force the corner infielders to play in. First pitch to Reed Knapp is a curveball upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. And so it didn't take long for the Catholic Central to have an unforced error. Second pitch on 1-0 count, catches the low outside corner for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Reed Knapp. The 1-1 from Passanaw, grounded third base side, it'll go foul. For strike 2 here on Reed Knapp, the second baseman for Gull Lake. Gull Lake's uniforms today have a blue stripe across the chest in which Gull Lake is written in big block letters. That stripe is outlined by some gray striping. Now Reed Knapp held up on a ball that was up at eye level for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Reed Knapp. Runner on third is Ladd-Oliver. Now that's a line drive into left field again. That'll score Ladd-Oliver. That won't be an earned run though, as he came around and advanced on an error with that on that second pitch of the game. But either way, it's an RBI for Reed Knapp, and Gull Lake quickly leads this one 1-0 here from the Cat. That'll bring up the pitcher, Aiden Crowley. Gull Lake without their seniors today, they are back in Gull Lake with graduation ceremonies going on this week for the Blue Devils. First pitch missed outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Crowley. The kick and the pitch, runner goes, pitches outside, throw down to second, not in time. Looks like Reed Knapp almost stumbled into that base. A late slide there for the second baseman for the Blue Devils, but nonetheless he is in there safely with a 2-0 count for Aiden Crowley here. The 2-0 is right down the heart of the plate for a called strike. Crowley let up on that one. Umpires today are Joe Davis and Nathan Harvey. Bunt attempt shown. It's fouled down the third base line. So that'll even up the count at 2-2. The left-handed batter stands slightly open stance, about a foot away from the inner part of the box. Passing all the set. Check snap at second. The 2-2 misses upstairs. And Aiden Crowley, after getting 2 straight balls to start the at-bat, and followed by 2 strikes, has worked the count to full here. Here's the payoff pitch, missed outside, and Aiden Crowley, is on with a no-out walk.
First baseman number 7, Matt Conkle.
That'll bring up Matt Conkle, who has 2 runners on, a runner in scoring position in Reed Knapp on second, and Crowley on first, who reached on a walk. They both take healthy leads. Here's the first pitch from Passanant. Curveball misses inside. This is something we wanted to avoid as Catholic Central fans, is having another struggling start for John Passanant. Last couple of games he's had to work up that pitch count early in innings and in the early proceedings. Now we'll try to pick off Reed Knapp at second, but he slides back in safely. Luke Kuzner is the second baseman today for Catholic Central, and now it looks like Reed Knapp is hurt, sliding back in. May have tweaked his hand. He's bent over at second. I hope he is all right. But there is an injury timeout here. We will step aside on the Cougar Baseball Network. 1-0 here in the top of the first. Gull Lake leading this one.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Michigan high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at a Michigan high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of of educational athletics.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Michigan knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Michigan needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well...
As we're bringing it back here, Nate Lutz, the athletic trainer for Catholic Central, still checking out Reed Knapp, who is on second base. Looked like an awkward slide back into second base on an attempted pickoff move by John Passanaugh. Had him shaken up. Looks like he shall stay in the baseball game, so we will not have any changes for Gull Lake, at least defensively or offensively for that matter. So, as a reminder, the count is 1-0 on Matt Conkle, the first baseman for the Gull Lake Blue Devils. And as a reminder, Gull Lake does have all their seniors out, to a couple of different faces in this lineup than we saw last time around, back when they were in town for the Joe Godleski baseball tournament back on the 22nd of May. So the seniors who are scratched from this lineup are Drew Blesh, John Stage, Gavin Talmadge, Corbett Griffin, Elijah Frey, Brandon Stanton, Sam Beckett, and on the IL is Jacob Elwell. That pitch is in there for a strike as we resume play down below us. 1 ball, 1 strike on Matt Conkle. He's got runners on first and second. Knapp on second. Aiden Crowley on first. The kick and the pitch. It's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So after that suspension of play, John Passanaugh comes out with 2 straight strikes. Here is the 1-2. Curveball got him swinging. And so there is 1 down here for number 17, Brendan Lokes.
Left fielder number 17, Brendan Lokes.
He will stand in on the right-handed batter's box straightaway stance, holds the bat over his right shoulder. First pitch is a beautiful breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 here on Lokes. Passanaugh, here's the set. The 0-1 pitch. Just a little high. Over the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's 1 out here in the top of the first. Gull Lake already leading this one 1-0 after Kofi Ladd Oliver had a double. Now Reed Knapp comes back in safely after Passanaugh checked over to second. And so he came around to third on a error by Aiden Johnson. That's ripped foul and out of play down the right field line. 1-2 now on Lokes. And then Ladd Oliver moved to third on that error by Aiden Johnson and came home to score on an RBI single by Reed Knapp. Now curveball is bounced up in the air. It's a foul ball. So everybody will hold up and head back to where they were originally, which for Reed Knapp is second and Aiden Crowley is first. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Brendan Lokes. The right-handed batter will stand in here against John Passanaugh, who is working from the stretch. Here's the 1-2. Fastball missed upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I already described Gull Lake's uniforms for you, so we might as well go ahead with Catholic Central's. They've got their ubiquitous white uniforms. That curveball missed inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count here on Brendan Lokes. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. John Passano trying to get something done. He's got 1 out that came on a strikeout earlier to Matt Conkle a batter ago. Cougars wearing their white uniforms with blue script CC across the front along with blue numbers. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball caught the outside half of the plate for strike number 3 and 2 straight strikeouts for John Passano. Suddenly have 2 away here with 2 runners on.
Danny Clancy.
That'll bring up Danny Clancy. Right-handed batter wearing the high socks today. It's a high fly ball into shallow center field. Adam Wadsell is under it. He'll make the grab, and the side is retired. Well, the Blue Devils got 1 across in the top of the first. Let's go to the bottom half. Catholic Central trailing by a score of 1-0. This is your home for Catholic Central baseball.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Michigan. In almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Being a teenager is tough. There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Michigan's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
John Passano will start off the order for Catholic Central here today. Through the first 29-odd games for the Cougars, he is currently batting a .341 with 44 trips to the plate. Or, pardon me, 91. He watches that first pitch catch the inside low corner for strike 1. 0-1 here for John Passano. On the mound today for Gull Lake is Aiden Crowley. The left-hander will work from the middle of the rubber. The second pitch is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Driving around a golf cart doesn't sound very fun.
1 ball, 1 strike here on John Passano. The pitcher for Catholic Central looking to get some things started offensively to help his cause. Here's the 1-1. High fly ball driven left center field. On the run back is Lokes. And Lad Oliver in center field will make the grab for out number 1. Oh, that'll bring up Luke Kuzner for Catholic Central. So far this year, Kuzner is batting .254 through 71 at-bats. He's got 17 hits and 1 double. In that, he's knocked in 13 runs on the year. He stands in the batter's box with 1 out here. Crowley's first pitch offering is on the outside, half of the plate for strike number 1. Kuzner, the second baseman for Catholic Central here today.
There's Hanover.
Here's the 0-1. Missed low and inside. So, around the outfield today for the Blue Devils, it's Lokslad, Oliver, and Krogel left to right. Same direction in the infield. Kaiser, Lindow, Knapp, and Conkle. Crowley on the mound, and Clancy behind the plate. Grounder toward third on the 1-1. Picked up by Kaiser. Over to first in time for out number 2. So quickly passing on, and Kuzner retired on 6 pitches. One on a fly out to center.
Number 7, Jaden Bates.
And one on a fly out to center, and one on a ground out to third. That'll bring up Jabin Bates, who is batting from the right side, not something you often see, as he's batting .447, the best Catholic Central hitter by far this season. He's had 76 at-bats. He's drawn 30 walks. That pitch missed upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes here on Jabin Bates. He'll take his cuts from the right side of the plate today against this left-handed pitcher in Crowley. Crowley the set, the 1 ball, no strike pitch. Like a breaking ball missed upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Taking a look at the Catholic Central order. Top of the order, John Passano, Luke Kuzner, Jabin Bates. Middle of the order, Peyton Klaus, Aiden Johnson, and Dom Schoenborn. Finishing it off here, as the 2-0 is in there for a strike, is Andrew McCall, Brady Redmer, and Adam Wansell. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Jabin Bates. Slightly open stance. Holds the bat over his right shoulder. The 2-1. That's grounded foul, a chopper third base side. That'll even up the count at 2 apiece.
Game just started.
2 balls, 2 strikes here on Jabin Bates. Right elbow up awaits the 2-2. Here comes. Fouled back. Right side. Over the backstop. That'll keep the count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crowley working from the stretch here, even with nobody on. Here's the 2-2. Missed down low in the dirt. That'll make it a full count here on Jabin Bates. Batting with 2 outs, Jabin Bates has an extraordinarily high batting average with .467. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a fly ball right field on the run is Krogel. It'll get down into fair territory. And Jabin Bates is on with a 2-out single. For him, that's his 9th single with 2 outs. And he got that just out of the reach of Krogel down the right field line. So with 1 out here, or with 2 outs, pardon, here on the bottom of the second, Catholic Central has a runner on base, and it's a speedy one at that. Jabin Bates on first. Here's the first pitch to Klaus. He swings and misses on a pitch just outside. Today, Klaus playing the designated hitter role in for Ben Passanaw. Here you go. They check over on first to Jabin Bates. 0-1, still the count here on Peyton Klaus. Peyton Klaus with 2 outs this season, batting .367. Runner goes. Jabin Bates will slide in safely with a stolen base. And it was a called strike on Peyton Klaus, so he's at 0-2 on him. Jabin Bates stands on second with a stolen base. 0-2. Peyton Klaus awaits the 0-2. Here comes. Swing and a foul. Fly ball down the right field side and out of play. It'll remain 0-2 here on Peyton Klaus. Got a runner in scoring position for him with runners in scoring position, Klaus is batting .357, so not much of a difference between his 2-out hitting and his runner in scoring position hitting.
Is this a conference?
No.
It's just let's play this week because we're not playing. We have districts.
1 ball, 2 strikes here on Peyton Klaus. Crowley comes set, working from the third base side of the rubber. They kick in the pitch. Missed upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on the Catholic Central designated hitter.
I thought it was South Christian at first.
We already mentioned some additions to the, or some rather subtractions from the Gull Lake roster here. Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. Klaus goes down swinging. Cougars send 4 to the plate, get 1 to second base, but Strand, Jabin Bates in scoring position. Let's head to the second. Catholic Central trailing by 1 to Gull Lake. This is your home for Catholic Central baseball.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Leading it off here for Gull Lake in the top of the second, it will be number 15,
right fielder number
Alec
15,
Krogel.
Alec Krogel.
He's the right fielder for Gull Lake, and as we start the top of the second, I do realize that we missed going around the infield for Catholic Central after the first pitch, which is grounded up the middle. It'll get past Ben, pass it on into center field. So a leadoff single for Alec Krogel puts a man on first for number 8, Carson Lindau. Around the outfield for Catholic Central, it's Aiden Johnson, Adam Wadzel, and Brady Redmer left to right. Same direction
8,
in the
Carson
infield. It's
Lindau.
Ben Passanaw, Luke Kuzner, and Dom Schoenborn. John Passanaw is on the mound, and Jabin Bates is behind the plate as always. Check over to first. Unsuccessful. Now a bunt attempt, that's foul, third base side. Nothing in a 1 thus far on Carson Lindau. He'll stand in open stance, feet shoulder width apart. A little bit of a narrower stance for him. He'll step out of the batter's box and step back in. Got a nothing in 1 count on him. Runner on first. They kick in the pitch. Missed inside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike on Lindau. The 1 ball, 1 strike. Count here to Lindau, the shortstop. Grounded first base side. It's foul just outside of the base. And that would have been a lucky break. That's a lucky break for Dom Schoenborn as it got just under his glove and into right field, but it was foul as it just skipped to the right of just to the right of the just to the right of first base. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a foul. First base side once again. Runner on first is Alec Krogel. He was going on the pitch, so he has to retreat back to first base after that Narrow stance for Lindau in the right field, in the left-handed batter's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch is just outside, missed on the strike zone there. On deck is Evan Kaiser. Fly ball center field. Luke Kuzner will be able to make the grab just outside of the infield grass. And there is one away here with a pop out to 4. So there's one out here in the top of the second. Catholic Central and Gull Lake battling out here for Catholic Central, their season finale. For Gull Lake, they've got one more on the game on this schedule, I believe against Three Rivers. Here's Evan Kaiser. First pitch is popped up on a bunt. Foul. So, 0-1 thus far. To the third baseman for Gull Lake. Trying to add to their lead here in the top of the second. There's one out with a runner on first. From the stretch, here's passing on the kick and the pitch. A bunt attempt inside. Jim Bates faked the quick throw down to first. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Evan Kaiser. He's got an open stance, wearing the high socks with the high-kneed baseball pants. That pitch is in there for a strike. Looked like a fastball upper part of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Kaiser. He's got 1 down with a runner on first. That's Carson Lindau. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a foul on a pitch that was well inside and up and on the hands of Evan Kaiser. But he's lucky he got a piece of that because it keeps him alive with a 1-2 count. 1-0 Gull Lake leads this one from the Cat. That's another foul with another fastball in and up on the hands. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. He's staying alive is Kaiser. He's got a runner on first. The set and the pitch. Missed outside the quick throw down the first, not in time. As the throw was a little bit to the wrong side where Nam Schoenborn would have tried the tag. He actually went around the wrong side as he caught it out in front to his right, and instead of going back, instead of going back to his left to try to get the runners back, he tried to spin around and get him on the first side. That pitch missed outside. It's missed inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Kaiser. The kick and the pitch. And missed inside. He walked him, so a free base to Kaiser. Puts Krogel on second and a runner in scoring position for Kofi Ladd-Oliver and the top of the order.
A handful of people on a bus at a time. Yeah. You can't just pack it anymore. So if you're in
here today, we are without David Shamlin. He is off on other excursions, but I am joined by Andrew Armach, who is fresh off of a golf win in the regional finals. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's
correct. Tell us more about that.
We played Egypt Valley today. Really nice weather. Started the round, it was 61 degrees, 62 degrees out, and slightly progressed to 73, 74 degrees by the end. Our team played well. We won by 19 strokes, which is, a pretty good margin. And I have a nice trophy up here at the booth, so yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty cool that regional trophy is joining us. That's fouled back into the right for the first strike of the at-bat here to Kofi Ladd-Oliver. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, congratulations to the golf team. Nice job on them. That's a line drive into right center field that'll get down to the warning track for Kofi Ladd-Oliver. He's around second, heading to third. He's got to hold up, and he only gets 1 RBI out of that. As Krogel and Kaiser kind of stumbled each other up on the base paths. Krogel gets around to score. Kaiser's held up
Number
at
12,
third,
Reed Knapp.
and Lad Oliver had to scramble back to
Sorry.
second.
Number 21, Isaac DeVisser.
And that was Isaac DeVisser who was up to play here for Gull Lake. He'll watch that first pitch curveball in there for a strike. So 2-0 Gull Lake here. Andrew, what's next up for the golf team here heading forward?
We have state finals next week, Friday and Saturday. It's a 2-day event. So our total score from Friday and Saturday will be added up, and then whatever team has the lowest score by the end of those 2 days is, the state championship, state champs. So
Where is that for you?
it's at the GVSU course, the Meadows. So
you guys don't have that far to travel, do you?
no, it's only a 30-minute drive, so it's nice.
Yeah. So good luck to you guys next Saturday.
Yep.
Hope you put up a good showing for the blue and white. That's a line drive ripped into right field by Isaac DeVisser. That'll score one. The throw to the plate will not be in time, but Kofi Lad Oliver had to come around third, and he was held up there. So runners at the corners now. Lad Oliver has had
Number
2
6, Aiden
stumbles
Crowley.
around bases in this trip around thus far, and that right field drive by DeVisser will bring out Coach Tim McKinnon. So he will come out and talk with the infield along with John Passanoff. Again, a bit of a shaky start for John Passanoff. Not something that they wanted for Catholic Central. Runners at the corners here for Aiden Crowley. There is the infield for Catholic Central trying to work a couple things out. Aiden Crowley, the pitcher, who is doesn't have an at-bat thus far here in this 3-0 Gull Lake lead. They've got runners on the corners with only 1 out here to start proceedings in this one. And we do apologize for not having this up immediately after the game. We are going as live, so this will be put up. We are having internet troubles, though, here at the Cat, so that is why we will have it up. If the internet does kick back in, we'll go live, but at the moment, not much we can do other than sit and wait for this internet to get back on. And until then, we will have to just go with the recording that we will upload later, and it will premiere as live for y'all on YouTube. Here's the first pitch to Aiden Crowley, a bloop into left. It'll be caught by Aiden Johnson, and we will keep runners at the corners. So Crowley, first pitch, lines out to left, and that'll bring up Matt Conkle here with 2 outs. With still runners on the corners, Blue Devils have gotten 2 across the plate in this inning to extend their lead to 3 runs. Catholic Central, it's a soft single into right. It'll get down for an RBI single for Matt Conkle. That was just out of the reach of Dom Schoenborn. So Conkle is on with an RBI, and that'll bring home Kofi Lad Oliver. So it is now 4-1 in favor of Gull Lake. Here, another shaky start for John Passano. That first pitch to Lokes caught the outer half of the plate for strike number 1, 0-1. That pitch missed low and away, so that'll even up the count at 1 apiece. Lokes last time struck out here. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Check swing called strike on Lokes on a curveball outer half. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Lokes. Here's the set from John Passano. The 1-2. That's popped up foul right side and under it. is Dominic Schoenborn for the third out. We head to the bottom of the second. Catholic Central surrendering 3 runs in that second, now trail it 4-0. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Runners to your mark. Set.
Some may see a sprinter. At the NFHS, we see a future leader already off to the races. Some may see a volleyball player.
Good hit! Way to go, girls! Woo!
At the NFHS, we see a spike in confidence that will help her achieve her potential. What else do we see? Musicians learning to march to their own beat. We're the NFHS, the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and activities in America, helping today's teenagers develop the skills they need to become tomorrow's leaders. And we see it happening in communities across Michigan every single day. Learn more about the NFHS commitment to youth at nfhs.org.
Aiden Johnson, the leadoff batter for Catholic Central here in the bottom half of the second. First pitch from Crowley caught the inside part of the plate for strike number 1. Slightly open stance for the Catholic Central number 5 hitter. Here's the 0-1. And missed inside a bit. A late release point for the part sidearm pitcher. Crowley pitching most from the side, and now in the bullpen is Kurt Schmidt has John Passano working as a check swing. He went around on a pitch that was well inside and in the dirt for Aiden Johnson, but he went around, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Aiden Johnson so far this year batting .295. He got 17 RBIs, 26 for 88 on the year. Here's the set from Crowley, working from the stretch. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Johnson, as that pitch was low in the dirt. Will stay alive here with an even count. Here's the kick and the pitch, the 2-2. Swing and a fly ball center field. Kofi Ladd-Oliver is under it for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. So that'll bring up Dominic Schoenborn, wearing the knee-high pants with just the high socks, not doing the stirrups today, as it is not a day where he's pitching in. It is not the weekend, so he will hold off on the stirrups thus far. A breaking ball upstairs gets Schoenborn swinging big. 0-1 here on the Catholic Central first baseman. He stands straightaway holds his right elbow back along his side, and that pitch is fouled back into the right.
It's uncle, yeah. I'm not really good with the family tree stuff.
0-2 here on Dom Schoenborn with a swinging strike and a foul ball. Yeah. The set from Crowley. The 0-2 toss. Missed upstairs. Good discipline there by Schoenborn to hold off on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. John Passano trying to work on his windup and his release point, and they got Schoenborn looking as he looks at a pitch that was on the outer half for out number 2 as he goes down looking. Schoenborn's 0 for 1, and that'll bring up Andrew McCall. Andrew McCall, batting .288 this year, stands straight away, holds the right elbow parallel to the ground. First pitch is at head height and upstairs, obviously. So 1 ball, no strike on the Catholic Central first baseman. All 17 for 59 this year. There's the 1-0. Missed outside. Try to... Nothing in 2-0 on Andrew McCall thus far. Here's the kick and the pitch. That's a called strike in the low outside part of the zone. It looked like a nice frame there by Danny Clancy, the junior behind the plate for the Blue Devils. They lead it 4-0 here, bottom of the second, 2 outs. That's a soft dribbler toward first base, a flip over to Crowley, who is covering 1-2-3, goes Catholic Central. Let's go to the third. Catholic Central trailing 4-0. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
This message presented by the NFHS, the National Federation of State High School Associations.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sport skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 1,000.
Top of the third, lots of defensive changes for Catholic Central as in to pitch comes Big Red Dominic Schoenborn. So far this season, Schoenborn is 2-5, same record as John Passanoff. First pitch misses outside for a ball. So Schoenborn comes in today with an ERA of 3.25 through 38 and a third innings with 29 runs allowed on 40 hits. He's struck out 30. And his first batter is Danny Clancy, who has fouled one off and watched a ball. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to the catcher. Shows bunt, fouls it back to the backstop on a pop-up. So it'll move to 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're wondering if this was going to happen because John Passanoff struggled through those first 2 innings here, and McKinnon did make the change. Fly ball left field. Andrew McCall, who is in there, makes the catch for out number 1. So other defensive changes for Catholic Central. Aiden Johnson moves from left field to first base in place of Schoenborn. John Passano moves from pitcher to second base, and Luke Kuzner goes from second to third, and McCall, as we mentioned moments ago, moves from third base to left field to shake up things just a little bit here for the third inning of play. Schoenborn gives a pitch, line drive, right field. Brady Redmer is able to make the grab in right field. What a catch by Brady Redmer on the run over the shoulder, makes a fantastic catch to wipe the base hit for Alec Krogel off the board. And now there are two away here in the top of the third off of two very good plays by the Catholic Central outfield. Curveball on the outside for 1 ball, no strikes on Lindau. So 2 gone here in the top of the third. That fastball offering from Schoenborn on the outer half of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Very close stance here. Now a fly ball, shallow right field. And John Passon on the second baseman underneath it will make the grab. 3 up, 3 down for Gull Lake. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Catholic Central still trailing by 4. This is the Cougar Baseball Network.
$1,000 college. Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as...
Brady Redmer to start things off for the Catholic Central Cougars. 8-9, then top of the order. Here in the bottom of the third, first pitch fouled back to the backstop. 0-1 on Brady Redmer. Cougars still haven't made it through the order one time this... Still haven't made it through the order so far. Redmer, Wanzel are the 8-9 batters for CC. Here's the set from Crowley, the 0-1. Pitch missed up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brady Redmer. So far this season, Redmer is batting .233 with 17 for 73, 14 RBIs, and 4 doubles. Here's the 1-1 from Aiden Crowley. Missed upstairs, looked like a breaking ball. 2 balls, 1 strike on Brady Redmer. Redmer today sporting the stirrups in right field. Holds the bat basically straight up, high over his head. Here's the 2-1. That missed down low. So, Redmer showing good discipline at the plate has worked the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the set. 3-1 missed down low. He walked him. So Catholic Central with just their second base runner of the afternoon. They've got Brady Redmer on first for the left-handed batter Adam Wanzel, who is batting .167 on the year, 10 for 60, with 7 RBIs and 2 doubles. When he can get on base, he can be speedy getting around the base paths. He's got a runner ahead of him here in Brady Redmer. Let's see what they can do. And now they'll try a pickoff move over to first base. That won't do anything. Wanzel, straightaway stance in the left-handed batter's box. There goes Redmer. Throw down to second as a missed outside. Did he swim around him? Yes, he did. Brady Redmer gets around the tag at second base. He stands safely with a stolen base. It was a ball. That pitch missed outside. So 1 ball, No strikes here on Adam Waddell, the runner on second base. Here's the set. The 1-2 bunt popped up high in the air. If he leaves that one, it's probably another ball, but instead it's a foul ball for a 1-ball, 1-strike count. With a runner in scoring position, Adam Waddell's batting 182 with 22 at-bats in that situation. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Adam Waddell, the only solely left-handed batter for Catholic Central. They do have the switch hitter in Jabin Bates. Pitch missed low and away, got in the dirt, and he got away from Clancy. And over to third is Brady Redmer, and is that a dead ball? Yep. Yes, it is. And Brady Redmer comes home on a wild pitch. So a wild pitch and a dead ball bring Brady Redmer home. Yeah, pitch went out of play. So Cougars are on the board with a odd turn of events. But wait a second. As the two umpires, Joe Davis and Nathan Harvey, come together, and we'll talk about this one. If the ball was out of play and if Brady Redmer was at third by the time that ball went out of play.
There's levels for this?
If it stands, or as it stands for Adam Waddell, ball. Now, are they keeping him at third? Actually, well, Reggie Walters, the manager for Gull Lake, out to argue with the home plate umpire, and he's not happy. He's laying off, and he will give home plate umpire a piece of his mind, at least passively. Wondering why baseball. Okay, so and he's got some parting words for the home plate umpire. We can hear from up here, but that pitch gets across on a dead ball wild pitch. So an error by the pitcher will be credited. Here's the 2-1 to Waddell, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the Cougars on the scoreboard. An odd turn of events. Adam Waddell has a 2-2 count on him right now. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Get him on strikes. So there's 3 strikeouts on the afternoon for Aiden Clancy.
Number 2,
John Passanaw now coming to the plate, top of the order for the Cougars here with 1 out. First pitch from Crowley missed in the dirt for ball number 1. Passanaw flew out to center his last time up on a 1-1 pitch. There's the set from Crowley, working from the stretch. Here as he has been all day. That pitch misses upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Passanaw will dig in. Straightaway stance with the knees bent. The 2-0 is dribbled down to the backstop for a foul ball.
We played against West Catholic too, so we've all played there at least once.
It's 2-1 here to John Passanaw, trying to get on base and get Catholic Central another runner on. That's popped up foul. Watch out behind us on the track. And that'll bounce all the way up into Gartner Field. And that's 2 balls, 2 strikes now on the Catholic Central leadoff batter. Here's the set, the 2-2. Missed outside. And Passanaw has worked it to a full count with 2 foul balls. Here's the set from Crowley. The 3-2. Popped up and back for another foul ball. Now, one out here. Cougars getting a run across on a wild pitch and a dead ball.
Gentleman from Colin got that one.
3 balls, 2 strikes here. 1 out to John Bassinoff. Straight away stance. He's got 3 foul balls in this at bat. The 3-2.
Oh my God.
Popped up right side. First baseman Conkle is under. It'll make the grab for out number 2. So after all that, 3 foul balls, and finally he puts one at least in the playing surface, and it is caught in foul territory by the first baseman. So that'll bring up Luke Kuzner, who grounded out to third his last time up. He was the second batter of the afternoon. He's batting .254 on the season. Fly ball center left field. It will be collected by Lokes for the 3rd out of the inning. Let's go to the 4th. Catholic Central trailing by 3, 4-1 to Gull Lake. This is the Cougar Baseball Network.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Michigan high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at a Michigan high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
It'll be Evan Kaiser, the 9-hole batter for Gull Lake, to step up and face Dom Schoenborn for his 2nd inning of work. Pitch was high and in on the hands, and Kaiser held off on it. 1 ball, no strikes. Leadoff batter for the Blue Devils here in this one has walked his last time up, and he's got 2 balls on him this time, so we're halfway there. The right-handed batter has a very open stance. Holds the bat straight up. Just in front of his right shoulder. That pitch missed down low and in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. Kaiser will most likely be taking this next pitch. The kick and the pitch in there for his strike, so at least walking him on 6 if he does walk him here. At least walking him on 5, pardon. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball right center field. The center fielder, Adam Wanzel, was shifted well over, so he didn't have to move very much. And he made the grab for out number 1. That'll bring up the top of the order and Kofi Ladd Oliver for the 3rd time today. Ladd Oliver is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored and an RBI. He'll stand right-handed batter's box. There's the first pitch from Schoenborn in there for his strike on the outer half of the plate. So one gone here in the fourth. Catholic Central trailing Gull Lake by a tally of 4-1. Fly ball into left field. McCall on the run. He will get over his head. Lad Oliver rounding second and heading for third. Will he be in there for a triple? The throw to third is not in time. So Lad Oliver in with a one-out triple again. A deep hit, this time to left field.
Number 21, Isaac DeVisser.
So McCall got over his head, and it's the run. Now a popped up right side on the run is Jabin Bates. He will make the grab. A nice tumbling grab there by Jabin Bates to get out number 2. And now all the Cougars need is a ground out to end the inning, or a strikeout or a flyout. Anything will do. Just not a hit to allow Gull Lake to extend their lead here.
Number 6, Aiden Crowley.
So I was sitting there Saturday. I bought that. And I went like, that's not big for that furniture.
So here's the first pitch to Crowley. Is outside for ball number 1. Outside. Here's the set. No one. Oh. It missed inside. Went where Andrew Armock wanted him to go, but it missed inside. 2 balls, no strikes here on Crowley. Crowley is 0 for 1 with a fly out to left and a walk. That pitch caught the outer half of the plate for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the set, the 2-1. Or the 1-2 in there for a strike. Hold it. I lost track of the count. That is the 2-2. My apologies for those at home. Here's the 2-2 from Schoenborn, working from the hip. Curveball missed outside. Full count here on Dom Schoenborn, working from the stretch. Holcomb set. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes, and Schoenborn escapes the jam that he put himself in with a one-out triple as he retires the next 2 batters on a pop-out and a strikeout. Let's head to the bottom of the 4th. Catholic Central trailing by 3. This is your home for Catholic Central baseball.
And the Michigan Interscholastic.
Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Michigan knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes?
Here we go. It's the top of the bottom of the 4th, and the Gull Lake has made a Meyer call to the bullpen and brought in Alec Krogel. from right field to pitch here in this one. No, he's going to Finley. Well, there's a line drive into right, and it'll get into right field. We're discussing colleges. Yeah, Andrew McCall is headed to Michigan State next year. And Jabin Bates is on with a leadoff single. That'll bring up Peyton Klaus with Here Comes the Boom playing over the PA as his walk-up song. He is the cleanup hitter for Catholic Central, and he's got a runner on here. Let's see if he can get him. That's a ground ball through the gap and into left field for another single. And so the Cougars get two through the gap, one into left and one into right. And that'll bring up Aiden Johnson here. So two singles to start off the bottom half of this inning. Let's see if Aiden Johnson and the rest of the bottom of the order can do something here with these two opportune singles by their 3 and 4 hitters. There's Aiden Johnson. On the year, he's batting .295. With 26 hits on 88 at bats, he fouls that one away into the left. In the bullpen for the Catholic Central Cougars, Kurt Schmidt and Tim McKinnon have Luke Kuzner pitching, warming up. He has been one of the most consistent Catholic Central pitchers of this season. First two pitches, one was a ball, one was a strike here on Johnson. So Krogel working from the stretch here with runners on first and second. Here's the set, the 1-1. Missed upstairs, and Clancy thought about going down to second with the quick throw, but he missed it. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Now on Aiden Johnson.
35 for John. John's a freaking pitcher.
Swanson.
Oh my God.
2 balls, 1 strike here to Aiden Johnson. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center his last time up. A base hit should score Bates. That's a fly ball into center field. Jabin Bates might be tagging up. No, he will not. He'll stay put at second base as the center fielder, Lad Oliver, makes the grab. And there's one away. So Aiden Johnson goes 0 for 2 so far today, and that'll bring up Dom Schoenborn, who was the victim of a strikeout his first time out. He's got runners on first and second. With runners in scoring position so far this year, Dom Schoenborn is .294 when batting so far this year, with runners on second and third. That first pitch missed upstairs on Schoenborn. Home plate umpire not giving any of the pitchers, whether it be Passanoff, Schoenborn, Crowley, or now Krogel, he's not giving that top of the zone to anybody so far today. Here's the set, the 1-0. Fly ball right field. That'll venture into foul territory and out of the reach of the first baseman, Conkle.
How can you do with hair like that?
1 ball, 1 strike here. Schoenborn's got runners on first and second. On first is Peyton Klaus. Jabin Bates stands on second. Bates is speedy. He's got 9 stolen bases so far this year, but he doesn't have a ton of times he's been at bat. That changeup worked its way in the inner half for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Dom Schoenborn with that foul ball. 1 out here in the 4th inning. Catholic Central trailing Gull Lake by a score of 4-1. Here's the set, the pitch. Missed upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Alec Krogel, he's got a 2-2 count here on Dom Schoenborn. Schoenborn will step in. There is a outfield playing straight away. Here, middle infield. In general, that's up the middle. They'll get the lead runner at first. Can they get? And they turn an inning-ending double play. They get Jabin Bates at third and then go to first to get Dom Schoenborn. Let's head to the fifth. Catholic Central trailing 4-1 on your home for Catholic Central baseball. And you always get the runner. You always get the lead runner. Because if you go to second, you might not get that double play. So I mean, it's Dom Schoenborn, so they would have gotten it probably anyway. But if it's anybody faster.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Michigan knows,
Kuzner is our better.
You can't have the stars without the stripes.
How often do you see a 1-5-3 double
for new
play?
officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Michigan needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Michigan. In almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Being a teenager is tough.
There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question.
Here we go. It is the top of the 5th. Catholic Central trailing by a score of 4-1. We have a couple of defensive changes as the Cougars have also made another Meyer call to the bullpen. Luke Kuzner now in. It's popped up behind us. Look out. There is a girls lacrosse practice happening behind us. Nothing in 1 now for Conkle. That's grounded. Now chopper about a couple of feet to the right of the dirt around home plate. And that'll be 0-2 on Conkle here. Conkle is 1 for 2 thus far with an RBI single back in the second. He struck out his first time up in the first. Here's the 0-2. Foul on a chopper down the third base line. Luke Kuzner so far this season has a record of 3-2. One of 2 Catholic Central pitchers who has a winning record. He's got a 2.04 ERA through 39 1/3 innings of work. He's got 23 runs on 35 hits. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him swinging on a 1-2 pitch. And Conkle goes down swinging for the second time today, and there's one down here in the top of the 5th.
Okay, so where did you see the record?
Number 17, Brendan Lukes.
Now to bring up Brendan Lokes, who was 0 for 2 today. Here's the kick and the pitch from Kuzner. Swing and a miss on a big bending breaking ball. Nothing in a 1 here on Lokes. Luke Kuzner, we've been talking about it all year. He is one of the most consistent pitchers for Catholic Central. And it's been when the other pitchers at the top of the rotation have not been able to do much, he has come in and been a bit of a steady force on the mound for Catholic Central. Here's the 1-1 swing and a miss on a fastball in and up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Brendan Lokes.
20 strikeouts for Kuzner. That's not
Doesn't have a lot. Kuzner doesn't strike out a lot of people. That's a grounder up the middle. It'll get past a diving John Passanaw and into center field as a ground ball up the middle for Brendan Lokes. Gets him on with 1 out. Clancy.
Number 2, Danny Clancy.
Danny Clancy here. Up at the plate now. He is 0 for 2 with the fly out to left field and center field, respectively. His first 2 times up. He's got a runner on first and Lokes. Runner goes swing and a miss. Throw down to second. Is it in time? Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. A big play there by Jabin Bates. Throws out Brendan Lokes via John Passanaw. And it's a 2-4 put out. Now that came up and hit. Hit him up in the head. So Danny Clancy on a 0-1 finds himself on first base with a hit by pitch. Exactly why I wear helmets.
So I got to see if you paid attention. How did you like the slide I made this summer?
So now Luke Kuzner will come in.
Was it on the scoreboard? Yeah. I was so locked into maybe trying to fall.
I was sitting there at 5 o'clock. Somebody told me it started at 5. Well, math started at 4:30.
So Luke Kuzner with a runner on first, thanks to a hit by pitch for Danny Clancy. That'll bring up the pitcher, Alec Krogel. Krogel is 1 for 2 today with a fly out to right and a single up the middle. His first time up. The pickoff move over to first doesn't get Danny Clancy as he slides back in safely here with 2 outs. Top of the 5th, 4-1. Gull Lake leads this one in the regular season finale from the Cat. Here's the pitch. On ball, third base side. That'll go foul and picked up. Nice hands there by Reggie Walters, the first base coach and also the head coach for Gull Lake. He made a nice grab in third base line. There's 0-1. Here on Alec Krogel. Here's the set from Kuzner. The throw over to first. Almost gets away there from... It's away from Aiden Johnson, who was the first baseman. Got a couple of more changes. We've got Ben English at shortstop and Andrew McCall back at third base. John Passanaw still at second. Luke Kuzner coming in. My assumption is it looks like Peyton Klaus is in center field and Adam Waddell is in left. We'll have to make sure we'll check on that. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now on Alec Krogel. Working from the stretch here is Luke Kuzner, the kick and the pitch. Missed inside, quick throw over to first. The swipe tag for Aiden Johnson, not in time to get Danny Clancy as he comes back. 2 balls, 1 strikes here. Krogel will dig in here with 2 balls, 1 strike. The count to him. Pitch missed upstairs, 3 balls, 1 strike. Got a runner on first with 2 outs here. Conkle struck out, and then Lokes reached on a single, but was thrown out 2-4 on a throwdown. Now a line drive right to Ben English. He will make the grab for out number 3 at short. We head to the bottom half of the 5th. Let's stretch here in the 5th inning stretch. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
Being a teenager is tough.
There's the constant pressure to be liked,
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Michigan's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
high school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Bottom of the 5th. Here we go. It's Andrew McCall to start things off for Catholic Central, sporting the stirrups and the high socks today. Trying to spark some sort of a comeback here for Catholic Central. He'll bunt it third base side. It'll get right to the third baseman. He won't have a play. And Andrew McCall is on with another bunt single for him. He's had a couple of those so far this year. If I remember correctly, he had one back in the Cedar Springs game. He's had a couple of bunt singles this year, and if he gets that in the right spot, and he does get in the right spot a lot, he can get himself on base, and he did just that right there. And he's on first with a bunt single. That'll bring up Brady Redmer. As the pickoff move over to first will get away from the first baseman, Conkle. Runner on the pitcher, is still Krogel. It's in there for a strike.
That's a pretty generous strike rate. That really is.
0-1 here on Brady Redmer. The check on McCall. He slides back in safely once again. Here's the set from Krogel. The 0-1, missed upstairs, quick throw over to first. Sliding back in safely is Andrew McCall. 1 ball, 1 strike here for Brady Redmer. Andrew McCall up to his old tricks again. He has fun getting into the pitchers' heads. He talks to absolutely everybody on the base path. It's pretty fun to watch him at road games. He's just constantly chatting with either the first baseman or the pitcher or the shortstop or the second baseman or the coaches at either place. He's definitely a chatterbox, and it gets in people's heads. Swing and a miss on a fastball upstairs by Brady Redmer. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrew McCall taking a lead at first. Here's the set. That pitch missed upstairs. Full count now on Brady Redmer. Redmer walked his last time up and came around to score the only Catholic Central run thus far. Here's the set. The 3-2. Missed upstairs. He walked him. So Brady Redmer's second walk of the afternoon puts 2 men on for Adam Wadsell, the left-handed batter for Catholic Central. Now, Adam Wadsell stands in straight away stance, holds the bat over his left shoulder. He is the left fielder for Catholic Central here. The first pitch is upstairs and away for a ball on a bunt. It looked like Andrew McCall should have gone on that one. It's interesting to see. It's interesting to see Adam Wadsell bunt here. Pitch is inside. Did he go? Yes, he did. So a swinging strike on a check swing. The inside half of the plate is called a strike by the home plate umpire. Correctly so. Adam Wadsell's got runners on first and second. One runner in scoring position. An RBI opportunity for him. Here's the set. And the 1-1 from Krogel. In there for a strike once again. Same pitch. It's been being called all afternoon by the home plate umpire. It's been given that inside half of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Adam Wadsell. There's nobody out here. Bottom 5. The 1-2 swing and a miss. If you let that go, it's probably a ball, but he swings at it anyway. And that'll bring up the wild thing in John Passanoff.
Number 2, John Passanoff.
He's got an RBI opportunity here for him, and when he's got runners in scoring position, he's batting .316 on the year. Popped up right side. Should be an easy play for Kronkel just to the right of first base, and he will make the grab for out number 2. So Passanoff is retired on 1 pitch, and that'll bring up Luke Kuzner with an RBI opportunity for him. Kuzner with runners in scoring position is batting .267 with 8 hits in 30 opportunities, 13 RBIs with those runners in scoring position. He's got all. These are from stats. Yeah. Here's the first pitch. Missed up and in around head height for Luke Kuzner. Ball number 1 on him. He's got 2 outs on him here. Runners on first and second. 1 ball, no strikes here on Luke Kuzner, and we've got a mound visit here for Reggie Walters. He will come out, and we'll see what happens here. Looks like it's just a normal mound meeting, as he hasn't taken the ball from Krogel. So we'll stay right here while they discuss things down on the field. And Reggie Walters breaks up that mound meeting, and everybody trots back to their requisite positions. And Tim McKinnon will send his base runners back to first and second. Redmer on first, McCall on second. An RBI opportunity here for Luke Kuzner. All of his RBIs this season have come with runners in scoring position.
Duh. Yeah.
You can move a guy from first to home.
For us, that's a scoring position.
Here's the set. No 1-0. Right down the middle for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strikes. From the stretch here for Krogel, I'll step off, and everybody will step back to their bases. Straightaway stance here for Luke Kuzner. Right elbow high. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That was caught the outside half of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Luke Kuzner. We got 2 outs, runners on first and second. The set. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Did he go? No, he did not. He checked that one, and now McCall's caught in a rundown. Throw over to the second. Can they get him? They throw back and forth here, and they will get him in a pickle, and that'll end the inning as we head to the 6th. Catholic Central trailing 4-1 to Gull Lake. This is the Cougar Baseball Network.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Runners to your mark. Set.
Some may see a sprinter. At the NFHS, we see a future leader already off to the races. Some may see a volleyball player.
Good hit! Way to go, girls! Woo!
At the NFHS, we see a spike in confidence that will help her achieve her potential. What else do we see? Musicians learning to march to their own beat. We're the NFHS, the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and activities in America, helping today's teenagers develop the skills they need to become tomorrow's leaders. And we see it happening in communities across Michigan every single day. Learn more about the NFHS commitment to youth at nfhs.org. This message presented by the NFHS, the National Federation of State High School Associations.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers.
Top 6 here from the Cat. Leading off, it'll be Carson Lindau for the Gull Lake Blue Devils. The left-handed batter is 0 for 2 today with 2 pop-outs to second. He will stand in with an open stance. Feet pretty narrow. There's the pitch. Missed outside for Luke Kuzner, who is on the mound for his 2nd inning of work. Every Cougar pitcher has pitched 2 innings of work. Let's see if we can get Luke Kuzner to pitch a little bit more. Ground ball toward the gap into right. A diving play, throw to first, covering is Kuzner. That'll get him at 1. A nice play. That'll be 4-1. 4-1 as Lindau goes down. There's 1 out here in the 6th.
Number 19, Evan Kaiser.
That'll bring up the bottom of the order in Evan Kaiser.
Middle of the first over east.
Let's go. Wow. Wait, what? Final of the game.
2-0. Middle of the first.
Swing and a miss. Down the middle for a strike.
Yeah, 6.
Is that a strike ring?
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Nothing and 1. Missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the set. Working from the windup here is Luke Kuzner. A curveball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm on 68th Street. Right back down
The 1-2. Grounded third base side. 1 hop picked up by McCall over to first in time for out number 2. So a 5-3 ground out.
Number 27, Kofi
Kaiser.
Oliver.
So there's 2 down here for the top of the order, and Kofi Ladd Oliver. Ladd Oliver will stand in. Straight away, snaps the first pitch from Kuzner. Grounded third base side. That'll nice backhand stop by Ben Passanaw, but his throw pulls Johnson off the bag. In English, pardon.
All right, Jabin.
Number 21.
Nice backhand stop there by
Here you go, Jabin. Got him out here.
Ben Passanaw, or Ben English.
Is he fast?
Too many Bens. So runner on first here with Kofi Ladd Oliver. Kuzner will try to pick off Ladd Oliver. He'll slide back in safely. At the plate is Isaac DeVisser.
You need to take it, put it in your car, seatbelt it in, take a picture of it.
Here's the set.
Coach TJ.
Pitch missed low and away in the dirt.
One of his players has. I didn't even see what that was.
There's a ball.
Thank you.
1 ball, no strikes here. On DeVisser. Will stand in, slightly open stance. Runner on first, taking a lead for Ladd Oliver here. Ground ball toward the gap. Picked up by English. He'll try to get the runner at second. They won't get him. So they don't get the runner at second base. Not technically nobody's fault because it's the right play there, but for Ben English, he tried to get the runner at second rather than run at first, as DeVisser had too much speed there, and they were playing too deep. That pitch catches the outer half of the plate on the low part of the zone for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike. Kuzner comes set, working from the stretch here. On the first base side, he'll try to pick off the runner at second, but Ben English wasn't on the base, so no tag shall be applied. Counterman's 0-1 on Aiden Crowley. Aiden Crowley, the right fielder here. It's a foul fly ball out of play left side. So 0-2 now on Aiden Crowley. He's got runners on first and second. Here's the set. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball missed upstairs and away. Trying to get that outside pitch, but they aren't going to get that call. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. On the right fielder, Aiden Crowley. Swing and a ground ball up the gap and into right field. Coming around third is Ladd Oliver. He's got the speed and he will get to third base in time. He'll get to home in time, pardon, for the 5th run for Gull Lake, and it's 5-1.
Number 7, Matt Kunkel.
So runners on first and second now, with Crowley with an RBI single standing at first. DeVisser on second. The set, the first pitch, grounded towards short, picked up by English. He will get the out at second base to retire the side. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Catholic Central now trailing by 4, 5-1 in favor of Gull Lake. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award.
Well, Kuzner gets another chance here. He had a 1-2 count on him when Andrew McCall was caught in that pickle to end the fifth. So he gets a new shot at things here to start off the bottom of the sixth. There's the kick and the pitch. Missed upstairs. And inside, it got past the catcher, Clancy, so for ball number 1 on Luke Kuzner. Kuzner today 0 for 2 with a fly out to right and a ground out to third. Back in the first. Here's the 1-0. Missed up and away for ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes from the bottom of the sixth. Here at the regular season finale between the Catholic Central Cougars and the Gull Lake Blue Devils. That pitch missed upstairs, though, just barely. So 3 balls, no strikes here. Alec Krogel still on the mound here for Gull Lake. Will come set, the 3-0. Caught the upper outside corner for strike number 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the set, the 3-1. Nice frame there by Clancy. He picked it up out of the dirt and got the umpire to call a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here, the set, the payoff pitch. Missed inside, and Luke Kuzner is on with a leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Jabin Bates. So he's got now the Here Comes the Boom walk-up song. As he should. He's the leading Catholic Central batter, batting a shade under 500. His OPS is 123. This pitch is outside for ball number 1. Jabin Bates today 2 for 2 with 2 singles and with a stolen base as well. That's his 10th of the year. And for Jabin Bates, he has drawn 30 walks this season. His on-base percentage is a stellar .598. So he gets on base about 60% of the time. That's not something we often get. 2-0. Or 2-0, pardon. It's in there for a strike on the inside half of the plate. 2-1 here on Jabin Bates. Trying to get his 3rd hit of the afternoon. Oh, swing and miss. A big cut over top of that fastball to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Do you like this umpire, Reagan, or what?
2-2, slightly open stance here for Jabin Bates. The 2-2. Just inside. So Clancy tried to frame that one. I have no idea why he tried to frame that one. Jabin Bates had to swing, had to jump out of that one. But nonetheless, it's a 3-2 count. The payoff pitch. Swing and a line drive right field, foul. Just foul for Jabin Bates. If that gets inside the left, that gets to the left of that foul line. No telling.
Now that's when a runner's
No telling
hit the one spot where you
how that
right field.
would have ended up. That probably gets Luke Kuzner all the way around. There's a big gap in left center Here's the pitch. Inside, he walked him. Jabin Bates draws his 31st walk of the year as he trots the 90 feet down to first base.
Number 5, Peyton Klaus.
And coming out of the first base dugout is Reggie Walters. Looks like he might be yanking Alec Krogel here, and yes, he is. We will step aside as the Gull Lake Blue Devils make a call to the bullpen. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
Underwritten. Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost too is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Michigan high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all.
Bottom of the 6th, the Blue Devils have made the call to the bullpen. Meyer called to the bullpen. It is Evan Kaiser, the third baseman, to stand in here. Facing Peyton Klaus is the first batter for the Catholic Central Cougars here. Nobody out, runners on first and second.
I know, it seems like it.
Here. And now the catcher, Danny Clancy, will go out and have a chat with Evan Kaiser, which is a bit odd, seeing as that he's only one pitch into his appearance. Or no pitches into his appearance, rather. So Evan Kaiser working from the stretch here with 2 runners on, nobody out, bottom of the 6th. The set, working from the belt. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a bouncer. Right field. And it'll go into right field for a foul ball. 0-1 here on Peyton Klaus. Here's Evan Kaiser. He'll come set. We'll check Bates and deliver a curveball in there for a strike. Nice pitch. Or pardon me, Luke Kuzner on first. Nice breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-2. The set. The kick and the pitch. His fastball gets him swinging. Down low. First strike. Out. #1 of the appearance for Evan Kaiser. So the ring of Aiden Johnson, who with runners in scoring position coming into today, he was batting .378. The set. The kick and the pitch. Big bending breaking ball in there for a strike. Fooled Aiden Johnson. 0-1. Here on Aiden Johnson. Today he's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to center. Here's the 0-1. That missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners on first and second. Bates on first, Kuzner on second, and a runner in scoring position. Here's the 1-1. Big curveball missed inside, and actually it went behind Aiden Johnson, and it got away from Clancy, but he can't do anything with that as nobody moves ahead. Everybody stays put with that wild pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Aiden Johnson. From the belt. That's a strike on the outside half the plate, easily a couple of inches off the plate. The home plate umpire has been calling that strike all afternoon. Sometimes it looks a little closer than that one.
All the time, it's never a strike.
Here's the 2-2. Missed inside again behind him. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Behind
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fine, I'll compensate.
Here's the set.
I'll take it over for him.
The payoff pitch. Fouled off the stanchion on the backstop.
Oh, yeah, I know he is. That's why, I mean, he's too good. We gotta say a little something.
Runners take leads at first and second. Kuzner is that runner at second. That pitch missed low and away. He walked him. Bases loaded here for Dom Schoenborn. It's 3 walks here in this half inning. It'll be Ben English actually, changing up the order.
I'll drop some stats for him.
Ben English is batting .385, 10 for 26 on the year. He's got a decent amount of doubles, or a decent amount of hard hits. He's got.
I know. I thought he was going to.
Doesn't have an RBI this year, yeah. That pitch was well inside.
What's J-Full got for dinner over there?
So the set, the 1-0. That pitch is again that same outside spot that's been called all afternoon, and it's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Ben English. Here's the set with the runners everywhere. Swing and a miss. He was well under that one. Was Ben English. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Checking the runners. That pitch well away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Even up the count. With runners in scoring position, though, it's a much different story. Ben English, with 6 at-bats, only has 1 hit. He's batting .167 with runners in scoring position. And he doesn't have an RBI this year, so he's still looking for that first one, and he has a decent opportunity to do so here. Here's the 2-2 well outside for the 3rd ball.
6 out of 10 on a quiz versus,
Now,
20 out of 30 on a test.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The set from Kaiser. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And for Ben English, with runners in scoring position, that's his 5th strikeout on the year. So 2 outs here. McCall, if he can get on base, he represents the tying run. It's a 5-1 Gull Lake lead. That's in there for a strike. Upper outside corner. Nothing in 1 here on Andrew McCall. I'll take you up on that.
I like that bet. I trust McCall.
I've just been told that if McCall hits a dinger, I will be receiving a free dinner. So McCall, please hit a dinger. Nothing in 2 as he fouls that one third base side. He's got bases loaded here, a 0-2 count. He is 1 for 2 today with a bunt single his last time up. Can't do that here. The 0-2. That was low. A borderline ball. It looked like the home plate umpire might have rung him up on that one. But he holds off. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the set. The kick on the pitch. Ground ball towards short. Picked up by the 3rd baseman Crowley. Over to first in time for out number 3. Let's head to the 7th. Last call for baseball on the Cougar Baseball Network.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Runners to your mark. Set.
Some may see a sprinter. At the NFHS, we see a future leader already off to the races. Some may see a volleyball player.
Good hit! Way to go, girls! Woo!
At the NFHS, we see a spike in confidence that will help her achieve her potential. What else do we see? Musicians learning to march to their own beat. We're the NFHS, the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and activities in America, helping today's teenagers develop the skills they need to become tomorrow's leaders. And we see it happening in communities across Michigan every single day. Learn more about the NFHS commitment to youth at nfhs.org. This message presented by the NFHS, the National Federation of State High School Associations.
Being a teenager is tough.
There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Michigan's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
First pitch to Lokes is fouled high left side, and Jabin Bates makes the grab on the run, about a 30-foot run for him. And he makes the grab, so a pop out to 2 starts the 7th. One pitch, 1 out for the Catholic Central Cougars on the defensive end of things. So, Luke Kuznion is on the mound for the 3rd straight inning of work for him. First pitch is a breaking ball to Danny Clancy, is in there for a strike. The 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball outside. And in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike here. We're in the top of the 7th, 5-1. Gull Lake leads this one. Catholic Central stranded 3 runners. That hit him as it came inside, hit Clancy on the elbow. He flings that bat away, frustrated. Danny Clancy takes the 90-foot jog over to first, with 1 on here with 1 out. That'll bring up Alec Krogel, the right fielder for Gull Lake here. He's got a runner on first. That's Danny Clancy, who got there due to a hit by pitch. Kuzner checks first and delivers. Missed low and away for ball 1. Krogel, coming into this at bat, is 1 for 3 on the day. He lined out to short his last time up, adding on to a fly out to right and a single. Here's the 1-0. Caught the bottom part of the zone for strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Seems like the strike zone is like twice as small for the Catholic Central pitchers. It moves. Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. That's foul to the backstop. Middle infield at double play depth.
Have you ever flinched when like a ball is hit back like that? Ever?
And outfield playing straight away. With the left fielder a little bit playing towards center ice, or center field, not a ton though. Pick off over to first is unsuccessful. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count on Alec Krogel. Kuzner checks Krogel, comes set. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a line drive up the middle that hit the base. And Ben English is able to grab that. That is something I have never seen. It was a line drive up the middle, and it came down right on the base and took an odd hop. It found its way right to Ben English. And that keeps the runners at first and second instead of a runners on the corners. So that'll bring up Connor Lindau. Fly ball right field. Redmer on the run. He'll make the grab in fair territory. And the runner on second, Danny Clancy, will tag up and head over to third. But there are 2 outs now with that run on Redmer.
Redmer's had some pretty nice catches. He's creative. He's athletic. Yes, he is.
So runners on the corners here for number 19, Evan Kaiser. He is the pitcher today for Gull Lake. We're in the top of the 7th. Catholic Central trailing by 4, 5-1 to Gull Lake here in the season finale. This isn't the last game of the season for Catholic Central, though. They do have districts on Saturday. They will play at Kellogg'sville in the district semis at 12 before the final. That's hit right up the middle. It'll be grabbed by John Passano. Can he get the guy at first? He can! A diving play by John Passano. Stops the ball from going into center field and is able to scramble up and fire it over to first. For out number 3 to retire the side. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Last call for baseball on the Cougar Baseball Network.
Being a teenager is tough.
There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Michigan's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Yeah! Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Michigan knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games.
Number 24, Brady
Redmer steps to the plate here to face Evan Kaiser, who is on for his second partial inning of work. He came in with 2 batters gone in the 6th. There were 2 walks, and he ended up stranding the bases loaded with 2 strikeouts and a ground out for Andrew McCall. First pitch to Redmer is up and in for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes on the Catholic Central right fielder. Second pitch is a check swing, and he called strike. Not sure if he went around. He didn't note that he went around, so we'll assume it's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Brady Redmer. Evan Kaiser, who has 2 strikeouts today. Ground ball toward third, picked up by Crowley over to first in time for out number 1. Well, that's not Crowley, that is Isaac DeVisser. So Isaac DeVisser is at third base. So Adam Waddell is now at the plate for Catholic Central here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the set from Kaiser. That pitch is in there for a strike. A nice breaking ball. It looked like a slider or a curve ball. Caught the outer half. Here's the set. The 0-1. Fly ball center field. Coming in is Lad Oliver. It'll be a nice diving play by Lad Oliver. He has gone absolutely berserk today. Lad Oliver is 4 for 4 with a triple, 2 doubles, and a single, and a fantastic diving play in center to make it 2 down here in the 7th. That'll bring John Passano on the top of the order here with 2 gone. Passano has yet to get a hit in this game. He is 0 for 3 with 3 pop outs, and as soon as I say that, he is now 1 for 4 as he lines a base hit into left field for a base runner here to bring up Luke Kuzner. Luke Kuzner today is 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 flat and a ground out. He's got 2 outs to his record here in the bottom of the 7th. He'll stand in. Well, comes set. Will Kaiser, the kick and the pitch. That was a breaking ball down low, got away from Clancy, but he is able to corral it and fire it back up the middle to the pitcher. We continue. 1 ball, no strikes here. Here's the set. No 1-0. Missed low and away for the second ball of the at-bat. 2 balls, no strikes here on Luke Kuzner. 5-1. Gull Lake leads this one. This is the last chance for Catholic Central in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. John Passano, the leading base stealer for Catholic Central. Let's see if he goes. Fly ball into right field. This should be it. Krogel under it, and he'll make the grab. And the Gull Lake Blue Devils bring home a winner in this game today. So the Cougars drop their season finale, and they will return to the field on Saturday for the divisional, or for the district round. We will step aside here for a second. And when we come back, we'll have a little bit of a post-game show here on the Cougar Baseball Network. 5-1 the final from the Cat.
No stripes means no star. High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Michigan knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Michigan needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Michigan.
Cleaves back here inside the broadcast booth for one final time as we wrap up our coverage of this one, the season finale that the Cougars dropped to Gull Lake by a final score of 5-1. Well, things didn't really get going for Catholic Central here. They gave up 4 runs in the first 2 innings thanks to John Passano. Yet another shaky start for him. That's something we got to be worried about heading into districts on Saturday. It's not typical for John Passano. He started off the year pretty well, and then he just dropped the he's been dropping off the cliff, especially the last couple of games. He's had shaky starts along with Peyton Klaus, so we'll see who gets the start. My bet, I really hope that Luke Kuzner gets this start against, should Catholic Central move ahead to the district finals, beating Kellogg'sville, hopefully. Again, these things, anything can happen. But if Cougars do move on, we really hope that Luke Kuzner, who's been a solid starter for Catholic Central, our last couple of wins have come with Luke Kuzner on the mound. We had, our last two conference wins have come with Luke Kuzner on the mound. Cedar Springs back on the 6th of May, 8-1 victory. We had him on the mound for the majority of that game. And then our first win against South Christian in the first game of that season, or series, pardon, he was on the mound for that one. He would be my go-to in districts just to get a win under our belt. But we'll see that in the end, that is Coach Tim McKinnon's call, and I am but the lowly broadcaster for the Cougars, and I don't make any decisions that have any implication on the game. Well, Catholic Central, again, a shaky start, and they could never get the bats going. They didn't have a ton of hits. They only had one run that came in the 6th, but as of number of hits, Cougars only had 5 all afternoon. Not something you want to do heading into the playoffs. And we hope we can always do something better than that headed on. Well, the next games for both of these teams, Catholic Central, as I mentioned, will play Kellogg'sville in the district semis on Saturday with a 12 p.m. first pitch. Gull Lake, however, is back in action tomorrow at home against Three Rivers at 4 p.m. They're coming off a win and hope to finish their season on a high note, as that is their season finale tomorrow. And they have they improved their record today to 12-19 with their 12th win on the year. As we mentioned in the open, a bit of a struggling season for Gull Lake, a bit of an anomaly for them, as they are typically a baseball powerhouse in the state of Michigan. Our next broadcast will be against Kellogg'sville on the 5th. It'll be on Saturday in the district semifinals. We might have if Catholic Central can win that game, they can advance to the finals. That would be scheduled for 2 against the winner of Grand Rapids Christian and Godwin and Wyoming Lee. Well, that will just about do it for us this afternoon. But before we head off, we'd like to acknowledge the sponsors of the Cougar Club and those that make Catholic Central Athletics possible. They are as follows: Meyer, Dempsey Ventures, Fox Motors, Lacari's Pizza Kitchen, Lax Enterprises, Kent Rubber Supply, Custom Rubber and Hose Solutions, Law Weathers Attorneys and Counselors, the Center for Physical Rehabilitation, Treadstone Funding Residential Mortgage Lender, Micah Myers Attorneys at Law, Applied Imaging, the Braun Walsh Group, Baird Private Wealth Management, Buffalo Wild Wings, Distinctive Catering by Brands, your event done perfectly, Big E's Sports Grill, ETNA, and UCS, United Commercial Services Incorporated. Well, that will just about wrap it up for our coverage of this one today, but we will be back on Saturday for our coverage of the district round of the postseason. Until then, this is Reagan Cleves saying so long from the Cat in Grand Rapids, Michigan, as the Catholic Central Cougars fall to the Gull Lake Blue Devils by a final score of 5-1. Thanks for watching and have a great afternoon, everybody.